Hello, my name is Arjun, and I'm here to speak to you about decentralized prediction markets. So, uh, for those who don't know, what exactly are prediction markets? So, prediction markets are platforms where you can bet on the outcomes of future events. Like, will I fall off the stage right now? You don't know, but you get the idea. Uh, there exist prediction markets already, but then what are the problems associated with existing prediction markets? And then what are we trying to do better? Uh, so the problem with existing prediction markets is that they are centralized. So if you or I wanted to go on Polymarket and create a market, we just couldn't do it. So what does that mean? It means that if you have a banger idea for a prediction market and the platforms miss out on it, there's no way for you to create this market. If a lot of people feel the same way, all of you are lost because you're not able to bet on it. So why are prediction markets centralized? So there are a lot of reasons why prediction markets are centralized, but then the main reason is because of the architecture they choose to create these prediction markets. So platforms choose one of two methods to create prediction markets. The first one is using the LMSR rule. LMSR stands for Logarithmic Market Scoring Rule. It basically uses an AMM underneath that determines the price per share per side based on the volume of that side with respect to the total volume in the liquidity pool. The problem with this method is that for every market, we need an initial liquidity. If these markets are created without initial liquidity, then you could place a trade big enough, early enough, which will most definitely swing prices uncontrollably. So each market requires initial liquidity, and therefore you have a count on how many markets you can create. The next method is to use our very favorite order books. So order books work in a way in which users can come in and try to buy an amount of shares at a price they feel is right. If people already own these shares, they can sell it to them if they feel that the price is justified. So when these prices match, a trade is occurred. But then the problem with this method is that when these markets are created, nobody owns shares. So you couldn't really buy shares if nobody owns them. So these markets need to be kickstarted by either the market creator or professional market makers. So even in this method, you either need initial liquidity to short the other side, or you need market makers or the market creator itself. So both of these methods do not help in scaling prediction markets to a decentralized level. So what are we doing different? DeepRedict is a protocol through which you can create markets without actually needing initial liquidity nor market makers. So how are we doing this? What we do is we create old school pari-mutual betting methods where we create a pool where users can come in and put their money and the losers essentially pay the winners. The thing we're doing different is that each position is represented by an NFT. These NFTs can then be traded in secondary markets, and that brings in the prediction element to the market. These secondary markets are decoupled from the primary betting pool. Therefore, anybody can get into the market without having to wait for market makers to fulfill their order. How we're doing this is we're representing our position using compressed NFTs or CNFTs. This allows us to scale incredibly without having to worry about costs. So for example, each CNFT Merkle tree can hold up to 16,000 positions while costing less than zero point 0.4 Sol to create. And these are also running positions. So if a position is closed, another position can already take its place. We're also exploring a method where we use these initial bets or genesis bets to then use it as liquidity to drive these markets into an LMSR format. The first app built on DeepRedict is called Better Weather. Better Weather allows you to bet on climate-related events like will it rain tomorrow. Better Weather is coming soon on the Solana Seeker and other Android devices. So what next? We're looking for people to actually come and help us build this out as an actual uh, platform where people can come and create markets. So if you're interested in building it for the Cypherpunk Hackathon, please reach out. And if you want to talk about the future of prediction markets or just want to chat, you can find me around, or you can reach out on Twitter, or you can join the ENDCorp Discord. And that's it. Thank you.